Today in our 2018 Cadillac XT5, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow package with a 4-pole flat trailer connector. That's going to be part number C56325. So here's what our wiring looks like once it's installed. It's going to provide us the 4-pole flat trailer connector, and it's going to give us all the required lights to get down the road safely and securely, such as our running lights, our tail lights, and our turn signals. Our wiring is going to be a plug-and-play installation. We're not going to have to cut or splice into any kind of factory wiring. We're going to have a plug that's going to be just under the bumper here that's going to plug directly into our harness and provide us all the power and signals that we need. Our turn signals are going to have a 7.5 amp rating each, whereas our tail lights are going to have a 7.5 amp total rating. And whenever we're not using it, we can just take our dust cover, slip it through our safety chain connection point, and our wiring will be tucked up by our hitch here, and we can put the cover back in place. I do recommend putting a little bit of dielectric grease on the connector itself. That way it'll help prevent any kind of corrosion from moisture building up inside. And if you want more of a permanent solution of mounting it, we do have brackets available that can mount up to your hitch here at eTrailer.com. So now that we've seen the end result and gone over some of the features, let's show you how to get it installed. To begin our installation, we're going to want to remove the plastic cover that's in the center of our fascia here. So we'll take a 7mm socket and pull out the 2 screws, one on each end. Then we can pull the cover slightly outward and pull down, and we'll set it aside. Now if we look inside the cover just towards the driver's side, we're going to have a gray connector that's got 4 green plugs on it. That's the connector that we're looking for. Now that is attached to the body with a little push pin clip. So I'm going to take a trim panel tool. I'm going to come between the connector and the body here. I'm just going to pry it away so I have a little bit more room to work with. You can reach up, you get a little bit of room and slack by pulling on the connector. Now there is going to be a red tab on there. You're going to want to slide that away from the plug, slide it up, and then we'll come to the gray section and push down, and that'll separate the plug. Right above this section here, on the plug itself, right below the red section, there's going to be a little gray tab. So now we can grab our new wiring harness, and before we plug it in, I'm going to put a little bit of dielectric grease inside, and that'll just help prevent any kind of moisture buildup and corrosion from getting inside the terminals. And our new harness is going to plug in to that factory plug, just like we took that one out. So make sure it locks into place. We hear it click. And then we want to slide that red tab back down. So here's what everything's going to look like connected. We just went ahead and took our connector and slid it back onto that factory point so it'll hold it secure against the body. We went ahead and put our dust cover on, attached it to our safety chain connection point, and then put a few zip ties securing it to some of this factory wiring so it'll be out of the way. So I went ahead and plugged in my tester so we can make sure all the circuits are working properly. We can see that my tail lights are working, as well as the left turn signal, the right turn signal, and our brakes. That'll finish up your look at the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness with a 4-pole flat trailer connector, part number C56325 on our 2018 Cadillac XT5.